I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn.
Sydney Sweeney didn't disappear over the holidays, but Hollywood started talking about her differently. And if you weren't paying attention in late December, you probably missed the moment where her career quietly shifted lanes. Because this wasn't about a red carpet look, it wasn't about a viral clip, and it definitely wasn't about a scandal. It was about control. For years, Sydney Sweeney was framed as the industry's newest it girl. Young, in demand, everywhere, but also boxed in. By image, by expectation, by how fast Hollywood likes to consume its rising stars. Then something changed.
Is there something that you want to say about the ad itself? The Sydney Sweeney has great jeans. Do you have...
The ad spoke for itself.
Over the holidays, while most celebrities were flooding feeds with luxury trips and perfectly curated moments, Sydney went quiet in a very specific way. Fewer interviews, no forced announcements, no desperate visibility grab heading into January. And when January arrived, the tone around her shifted. Suddenly, the conversation wasn't, "She's everywhere." It became, "She's choosing carefully." That's not accidental. What a lot of people missed is that Sydney Sweeney spent the end of the year doing something Hollywood rarely rewards publicly, but always respects privately. She stepped back from noise. Instead of chasing constant exposure, she let projects speak for themselves. Instead of explaining herself online, she let the industry speculate. And speculation is currency. Here's the part most fans don't realize. Backlash only sticks when the person reacts to it. Sydney had backlash moments, too much attention, too many headlines focused on her appearance instead of her work. The usual internet cycle that turns admiration into resentment overnight. But the backlash didn't land. Why? Because she never leaned into it. She didn't apologize. She didn't overcorrect. She didn't try to rebrand in public. She just kept working. That's the pivot. Hollywood didn't suddenly start talking about her differently because she changed who she is. They did because she stopped performing accessibility. And that's when the power balance shifts. By January, insiders weren't asking if she could carry a project. They were asking which projects she would choose next. That's a massive difference. It's the line between being cast and being courted. And here's the part that makes this fascinating. This pivot happened quietly, during the one time of year when nobody's really watching closely. The holidays. While attention was scattered, Sydney reset expectations. She went from being framed as the face of the moment to someone who could outlast the moment. That's why the backlash didn't stick. Because backlash feeds on reaction, and silence starves it. Now, going into the new year, she's positioned differently than she was just months ago. Not louder, not more visible, just more deliberate. And Hollywood notices that. Because the stars who burn out fastest are the ones who believe momentum has to be noisy. Sydney Sweeney just proved the opposite. She didn't disappear, she repositioned. And once that happens, the conversation never really goes back to what it was before.